Hello, and welcome back to the AI Conversations, where we blend the complexity of technology with the comfort of our favorite cafe. I am Sahar, your AI whisperer, and in today's episode, we are poring over some of the most pressing concerns surrounding artificial intelligence. Today, we steep our discussion in the rich, sometimes bitter flavors of bias, authenticity, and the very human fear about the future of AI, including the future of our civility when we use AI. We are going to be talking about ethical concerns that arise from AI in public online discourse as well, and also about how people feel about AI dominating internet forums. I have received this ideas for discussions from some of you guys, which I totally appreciate the messages I'm getting about what they want to know and what we want to discuss on AI, because it helped me kind of format the podcast the way you want it to be done or discuss the ideas that you guys want to know more about. Like I always say, I'm not a techie. I just use 100% AI for branding and marketing and even to learn new things, including translations, online courses, and all that. And I always say this: garbage in, garbage out. But as usual, according to the format of my podcast, the first thing I'm going to start sharing is the news. What happened to AI this week? So hold on to your seats, hold on to your espresso or latte in your hand, and let's delve into it immediately. A lot of people have been talking about something called AI hallucinations, where they use AI and sometimes AI will go into the deep tangent. So, what actually is happening right now is that OpenAI, that is the parent for ChatGPT, built a model called Critic GPT, and it tries to find the flaws in GPT-4 responses. The new model is powered by GPT-4 itself. And you might say, can AI catch its own mistakes? And though there are humans that are working into finding the mistakes, or what we call hallucinations for AI, they're still using that AI to find its mistake. So sometimes some people would ask this: wouldn't humans be better at flagging errors? Actually, they found out that the Chat GPT, the way they put critique GPT, is way better to find its own mistake. That even while trained humans can find only 25% of the mistakes, critique Chat GPT can find 85% of them. So this is what was really surprising today. Thank you, Superhuman, for newsletter. So I just wanted you to know about that. There is also a way now that 11 labs have created a way on how not only to translate videos, but also make sure that it works with accurate lip syncing. So this is a new thing that we have. The other thing is that ChatGPT or AI can now be a literary critic, and you can use it as to critique an excerpt that you put it online, something like Man in the Sea from Hemingway, and you can ask it to analyze it under the given context, the genre, the theme, the plot, the way storytelling, characterization, language, style, even cultural context. You can also ask it to look at the length of the sentences, the verbs that are used, the punctuation, and all that. And you can ask it to remember that style. You can even call it your own style and ask it to recall that style when you name it for anything future that you can write on, and this will basically facilitate your life. ChatGPT is one of the only ones that actually have that specifically with memory when it comes to memory. The other big news that is floating around is about Perplexity, Perplexity.ai, that I talked about a couple of podcasts ago, and I think in the last podcast as well. That is the sweetheart of everything that is AI. But they found out that actually Perplexity has been encroaching on other people intellectual property. Even Forbes have sent them a letter of cease and desist that they have been using their own Forbes unauthorized use for information to train their AI. So they send them like a letter. So Amazon, that is has invested a lot of money of Perplexity, actually launched its own investigation to after the reports that emerged that the AI powered search engine is actually using material from across the web, which is awesome. That means that there are ethics in there and guidelines that they are trying to abide by. Also, a shout out to the Neuron newsletter. Guys, you need to subscribe to it. It's actually really, really, really good. It's called the Neuron, and they have a newsletter daily about AI, and I'm learning from it so much. So they actually had included a like an ebook or like a cheat sheet that has been produced by HubSpot. So again, another shout out to HubSpot for free ChatGPT guide. I'm going to put the link of that workbook into the description of this podcast. Um, Humanize AI actually also created something like really interesting that I wanted to share with you. And it makes AI generated text sound like it came from a real person. So these are all the news that I wanted to share with you today. And now let's go on with our podcast episode. So, our podcast today is we are delving into a topic that's as pressing as it's profound, the ethical dimensions of artificial intelligence. And I know we keep talking about ethic and ethical dimensions of AI because it's extremely important. We cannot ignore it just because we are fascinated by AI. So, grab your cup, perhaps a dark roast today, and let's explore the nuanced world of AI. So let's start by addressing the elephant in the room, or should I say, the bias in algorithm. Just like a barista might unintentionally favor regulars, AI systems trained on historical data can perpetuate and exacerbate even biases. This becomes particularly problematic in online discussions where AI driven tools might silence certain voices or amplify social hierarchies. How do we ensure our digital public squares are inclusive, not just reflective of past prejudice? Like, picture this: an AI system moderating an online forum designed to filter out harmful content. Sounds ideal, right? But what happens when this system starts silencing certain groups? Remember, inclusion is about including everyone, even if we don't agree with them. It's not about silencing them. Okay? Recent studies have shown that AI can sometimes echo our worst biases simply because it learns from past data. Data that is not free from our historical and social prejudice. So how do we cleanse the palette of AI from these biases? The solution is not straightforward, but it starts with diverse data and continuous monitoring. As AI ethicist Dr. Jane Smith suggests, diversity in data is like diversity in diet. The more varied it is, the healthier the outcome. Now, moving to a concern that's close to our hearts: the loss of human touch. In this digital age, as more of our interactions are mediated by screens, there is a growing fear that AI, despite its advancements, lacks the warmth, empathy, and understanding essential for meaningful connections. The nuances of sarcasm, the warmth of a genuine compliment, Can AI truly grasp and replicate these human subtleties? And then there is the issue of trust and authenticity. With AI becoming more sophisticated, it's increasingly difficult to know if we are interacting with a human or a machine. This blurring line can undermine trust in online communities where authenticity is the cornerstone of meaningful exchanges. How do we maintain this trust when AI is capable of mimicking human interactions so convincingly? And remember, already our young people that depend mainly on their phones and online to communicate are having social anxieties, are introverts, do not know how to deal with human reactions. So we need to keep all that in mind, even before AI. Imagine receiving a birthday greeting from an AI. It might check the box, but can it replicate the warmth of a handwritten note? This concern again extends into customer service, where automated systems often replace human interaction. While they offer quick responses, they can't empathize with customer frustrations or offer the personalized care that a human can. Is this trade off worth it? Another concern about trust and authenticity in an age where AI can generate not just believable but compelling fake videos and articles. The line between real and artificial is blurring. This isn't just a technical challenge, it's a foundational crisis for our trust in what we see and hear online. So imagine logging into your social media to find a video of a public figure saying something they never actually said. This isn't future fiction, it's a current reality with deep fake technology. How do we build trust in a landscape littered with AI generated content? These are all questions that are not having solutions, but we need to be aware of them as we build our future next to AI. Ethical and existential risks are also brewing. As AI grows more powerful, so too do the concern about its long term impact on humanity. Could AI evolve to a point where it surpasses human intelligence? What would this mean for our future? These are not just theoretical questions, but real concern that could redefine our existence. Could AI evolve to make decisions contrary to human welfare? The debate is not just academic, it's a crucial inquiry into the safeguards we need to implement. And yes, I always share the benefits of AI and what it can do for us, but I also cannot ignore that there are concerns and in some people fears of what can AI do and don't. And to be very honest, I have watched a lot of interviews and a lot of videos. No one can give you a straight answer about what can happen in the future. But all what we can do is that as we learn how to work with AI, and most importantly, how we train AI, it's up to us human beings to train it on the results that we want. But somewhere, somehow, like it has always happened in human history, it takes only one greedy person to change the balance of whatever can always be a good thing. And this is what we need to watch for AI. I'm happy with all the measures that they have been put here and in Europe about AI and its ethical considerations, but it's not enough. We need to be very diligent, and each one of us need to do their due diligence on the way we use AI. Finally, let's touch upon influence and manipulation. The potential for AI to be used as a tool for shaping public opinion or spreading misinformation is a significant worry. We see a lot of it already happening in line, online, specifically that we're going into, without being any way political, but we're going into an election year. That's a fact. So we have to use our brain. We are the human, we are the higher intelligence, on what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. We cannot let our confirmation bias and availability bias dictate on us what to take, what not to take from online. We need to use our human intelligence and take everything with a grain of thought. Um, so, like for example, my husband and me, whenever we share news, they say, "Oh, you heard this on TikTok." So we have, though there are some credible information on TikTok, but there is a lot of non-credible information as well online. So that's why, as human beings, we need to make these decisions. So, in an era where information is power, ensuring that AI is used responsibly in public discourse is crucial to preserving the integrity of our discussions and decisions. As I said before, from elections to public opinion, AI has the potential to be puppeteer behind the scenes. The question isn't only about who controls the AI, but also about the transparency of such systems. Are we aware enough of the influence AI has on our daily decisions? That's another question that we, each person, need to ask themselves in a very honest manner. So, as we finish today's cup, let's keep the conversation going. How do we harness the benefits of AI while mitigating these risks? This is a question that I share with you. What role can each of us play in shaping a future where technology serves humanity, not the other way around? Most importantly, let's remember that every technology, much like every coffee blend, comes with its unique characteristics and challenges. The key is in how we use it. Let's ensure we are brewing AI in a way that enriches our society, respects our values, and elevates our human experience. Thank you for joining me for this deep dive into the ethical maze of AI at AI Cafe Conversations. Don't forget to subscribe, share your thoughts, and maybe even propose what you had like us to explore next. Until next time, this is Sahar, your AI whisperer. Keep your coffee strong, your ethics strong, and your curiosity alive and even stronger. Till next podcast, next Wednesday. By the way, happy 4th of July. Tomorrow is the 4th of July. Be safe. Enjoy the birthday of our beautiful America, the land of the free. Love you all. Be safe.